Hi, Rama. It's week 2, day 3 of our narrative Bible reading plan. Today we're in Genesis 13 and 14, and we learn more about Abram's nephew Lot. As Abram and Sarai and their whole company leave Egypt, they go north from where they came, and there becomes a division between Abram's servants and Lot's servants. So Abram says, it's probably best that we go our separate ways as far as land, and so he allows Lot to choose. Lot chooses land that is very fruitful and helpful land. And the Bible compares it to the Garden of Eden. It's very lush, strong, fruitful land. And yet there's a foreshadowing that something may not be right here as Lot is going toward Sodom. Moses, as he records all of this long after it's happened, is pointing out that this is before God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. And so he's letting us know that something may not go well for Lot, even with this healthy, fruitful land that he has chosen. And then we get more information about God's covenant with Abram. God comes to him and tells him more about just how fruitful he will be, what his descendants will be like. But then we see that Lot gets caught up in a civil war. It's very common during these days that these little nations would unite with one another to try to overthrow other nations. Lot is caught up in this, and he's taken captive. And we see that Abram comes to his rescue. Abram has so many servants in his possession, under his authority, that there's a unique word that's used only here in the Old Testament, and it shows that these servants actually basically are a militia. Abram has enough servants within his big company of servants that he pulls out over 300 of them to form his own militia, and he goes and rescues Lot, but he stops there. He doesn't conquer these lands. He only brings back what is his family. And so we see that even though God has told Abram he is going to own particular pieces of land, Abram's not going to take it by his own force. He's going to make sure that God is the one that gives him this land. Here's a summary of today's narrative. For more information, go to tunemyheart.org.